If you are a fan of My 600 Pound Life, then you might have a lot of questions and concerns about the show. Everything isn't always just black and white. The show leaves a lot of gray area that also leaves the viewers wondering if everything happening is true or not. Well, in this video, I'm here to tell you some of the secrets Dr. Now is hiding that you may or may already be wondering about. But before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the channel for future videos like this one.
Live through what she has and to be the person she is, that's beyond strength.
Patients aren't getting paid to be on the show. Even though the patients on the show receive resources and surgery to help get them to a healthier place in life, there's a lot that goes into the filming of the show.
Suck it up, Buttercup. It's time to go. Gotta get this done.
For one, there's always a camera around, so participants are always being watched, and often it's difficult for patients to make the trek, even to see the doctor. Oftentimes they have to uproot their entire lives and relocate to Houston. So you might wonder if participants are also getting a massive kickback to be featured on the show. In reality, the patients reportedly receive up to $1,500 as a talent fee, plus a $2,500 relocation stipend if needed. That's not a lot, especially when it comes to medical expenses. Some patients who have been on the show have been open about financial struggles continuing long after their stories have been broadcasted around the world. Some have spoken of trouble affording cars and transportation, while others have talked about not having enough money to finance important medical procedures, such as skin removal surgery. Basically, just because someone was on TV doesn't mean they're rolling in the dough. Dr. Now is very smart. Dr. Now, as his patients call him, has become quite the reality TV star thanks to the popularity of his show. But some viewers might think that he basically just plays the doctor on TV and isn't really that great at what he does.
Dr. Now and I have a game plan, and if I decide I want to have more surgeries, I will.
But Dr. Now is actually a pioneer in his field, with a long and successful career in medicine. For one, most doctors and hospitals won't accept patients over 450 pounds for weight loss surgery because they don't have the right equipment. But Dr. Now accepts many patients who far exceed that weight. Additionally, he was the first doctor in all of Houston to use laparoscopic techniques for groundbreaking procedures, and has published his work on prestigious medical journals. So don't go thinking he just portrays a doctor on TV. This MD is the real deal. Dr. Now loves what he does. Degree or no degree, Dr. Now is quite the character. He's incredibly straightforward, usually to the point of bluntness, and doesn't feed his patients pretty stories, promising that they won't have to work hard. Sometimes he can even seem overly clinical. His occasionally odd manner with patients might make one wonder if he's just in it for the money or the fame. But the truth is, Dr. Now isn't necessarily banking the big bucks for the surgeries he performs. On the contrary, he says he's motivated by a sincere desire to help people enjoy healthy and productive lives, not take them for everything they're worth.
This is a very concerning pattern that you need to get a handle on. Otherwise, this is going to lead you back to gain everything you lost.
Enablers don't feed them on purpose. As Dr. Now often says, most of the people on the show have enablers. They're usually family members who are complicit in a patient's compulsive overeating.
For breakfast?
Thought you'd never ask.
All right.
Often, enablers don't just tolerate the overeating, they'll also bring patients the very food that's essentially killing them. So you could ask, once Dr. Now puts his patients on a diet, why don't these enablers just stop bringing the extra food?
I don't do what she wants. It's a war zone.
I asked for one thing.
The patients are really in pain.
There's not a day that goes by that I don't have pain.
There are a few things that all the patients have in common on My 600 Pound Life, and enduring serious pain is definitely one of them. Whether it's difficulty walking, driving, or trying to accomplish even the most basic tasks, patients on the show have talked at length about how much they're hurting, both physically and mentally.
Being this overweight, everything I do is hard and it's a struggle.
While you might be tempted to think that some patients are making things sound worse than they are, they're likely not exaggerating. According to a study in the Journal of Pain Research, obese individuals commonly report that they do experience all kinds of chronic pain. So if someone on the show says they're hurting, their pain is worth believing in. One way or another, it's probably true. That's all we have for today's video, guys. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a thumbs up and we'll see you next time.